idiot!
Selfish half-dressed brat steals from Uber driver. Watch. Now let's see that again in slow motion. This brazen theft reportedly happened on August 12th, when this woman, identified as 18-year-old Gabrielle Canales, decided to grab cash out of Uber driver Mohammed H. Bhuiyanjar's tip jar before jumping out of his car. The callous thief calls herself Gabita on social media, and she likes to post half-naked pictures of herself online. And if you think she was feeling any shame about her crime going viral, you'd be wrong. She apparently has been relishing in all the attention and even mocked those who were outraged, memeing a screenshot of her crime and defending her actions, saying she only took $5 from the jar and claims she returned it later. It isn't clear whether her friends knew about the theft. Uber reportedly urged the driver to take the matter to the police and have since banned Gabita from using the app ever again. She may have to switch to another ride-sharing app instead. So if you're a Lyft driver, take a good look at this face and keep an eye on your tip jar. Here are some more stories involving Uber.
Uber CEO Travis Kalanick sorry after video shows him arguing with an Uber driver. Travis Kalanick found himself in more turmoil thanks to a newly released dashcam video, which shows the Uber CEO lashing out at an Uber driver who had issues with Uber black fares. Published by Bloomberg News, the video was taken on Super Bowl Sunday when Kalanick got into an Uber black car with two female friends. At the end of the ride, Kalanick shook hands and exchanged a few words with driver Fosi Kamel. Kamel then told him he's not happy with Uber Black's price drop business model. Kalanick argued the changes were needed because of competitors like Lyft. Driver Kamel then told the CEO the changes caused him to lose $97,000 and go bankrupt. Kalanick then called Kamel's complaint plain bull. A worked-up Kalanick told Kamel some people don't like to take responsibility for their own problems and blame everything on other people. He then wished Kamel good luck. Here's the video, right before Kalanick left. And no, Kamel also wished Kalanick good luck, but said he wouldn't go far. The incident adds to a list that have damaged Uber's reputation. On Tuesday, the Uber CEO publicly apologized to Kamel, the Uber driver community, and the Uber team for his behavior, saying he needs help with leadership.
But you're raising the standards and you're dropping the prices.
We're not dropping the price on black.
But in general, the whole price.
Yeah, we have to. We have competitors. Otherwise, we go out of business.
Competitors, man. You had the business model in your hands. You could up the prices you want, but you choose to buy everybody a ride.
No. Misunderstand me. We started high-end. We didn't go low-end because we wanted. We went low-end because we had to.
Look, Lyft, it's a piece of cake right there.
No, it seems like a piece of cake because I've beaten them. But if I didn't do the things I did, we would have been beaten, I promise.
Higher. He's just, we could go higher and more expensive. You get the best.
So here's the thing. We could do Lux in San Francisco, so I have guys working on Lux, which will be 50 to 75% more expensive than
But
Black.
people are not trusting you anymore. Do you think people will buy cars anymore? Unless they buy them through the invoice. Otherwise, nobody want to buy a car. I lost $97,000 because of you. I bankrupt because of you. Yes. You keep changing every day. You keep changing.
Hold on a
every
second.
day.
What have I changed about Black?
Huh?
What
you
have I
changed
changed?
the whole business.
What?
You dropped the prices.
On Black?
Yes, you did.
Bullshit.
We started with $20.
Bullshit.
We started with $20.
You know what?
How much is the mile now? $275?
You know what?
What?
Some people don't like to take responsibility for
I
their
take
shit.
responsibility.
They blame everything
But
in
why
their
you
life on
sending an
somebody
email
else.
for town car?
Good luck.
Good luck to you too, but I know you don't gonna go far.
Here's another reason to just ride your bike. Apple reportedly gave Uber's iPhone app access to a secret backdoor that potentially allows the company to record a user's screen and access other personal information without his or her knowledge. A majority of iPhone apps use software to enable features like the camera or Apple Pay, known as entitlements. However, Apple keeps certain entitlements for itself to allow optimal integration with the iPhone. Uber was found to be the only app other than Apple's own apps granted access to the entitlement. Uber says the entitlement isn't being used, and it is working with Apple to remove the API completely from the app. Security researcher Will Straffitch, who discovered the situation, said this: "Granting such a sensitive entitlement to a third party is unprecedented as far as I can tell. No other app developers have been able to convince Apple to grant them entitlements they've needed to let their apps utilize certain privileged system functionality." Anyone need a lift instead?
Robbery! Live streamed on Facebook, of course. You'd think the bizarre string of events that unfolded in Miami on Tuesday was from a movie, but nope, it's all real. The drama began when a bomb-carrying man in a suit took his Uber driver hostage. He then robbed a bank with the driver in tow, calmly threatening the teller with the explosive. His hostage streamed the scene on Facebook Live, asking for help as the perp went on a rant about Russian hacking and World War III. 2 more live streams were taken in the car, with the man continuing his long-winded rant against the government. He is seen showing off his loot before the driver finally describes the bomb to the camera. The pair eventually end up at Miami Beach, where the robber makes like Robin Hood and starts giving the cash to random passers-by. To cap off his day of misadventure, he then calls the cops and gets both him and the driver taken into custody. Sections of the road had to be closed off and a bomb squad was sent in to secure the area. The robber is now with the feds and facing charges, but the Uber driver was eventually let go. Phew, what a day! Uber driverless truck delivers beer. A driverless Uber truck loaded with 50,000 cans of Budweiser made an 120-mile journey across Colorado last week in the first commercial shipment by a self-driving truck. Otto is Uber's self-driving truck subsidiary. Its vehicles can drive autonomously on the highway, leaving the driver free to do other tasks or relax. Otto's Volvo trucks are retrofitted with LiDAR, radar, and cameras, which collect data that onboard computers translate into driving directions. The self-driving trucks maintain a safe distance from other vehicles and only change lanes when necessary. The technology only works on the highway, so drivers are still needed to navigate trickier city roads. The company believes that in future, self-driving trucks will drive on the interstate, with human drivers handling the last few miles into town. Trucks haul 70% of freight in the U.S., but the industry has a shortfall of 48,000 drivers, which could reach 175,000 within 10 years. Otto hopes that driverless trucks can make up the deficit of drivers, reduce emissions, and increase efficiency. It also thinks driverless trucks will make roads safer because human error is almost always the reason behind the 400,000 truck crashes in the U.S. each year, which claim 4,000 lives. So I guess we can all drink to that.